By now you've no doubt heard about Alec Baldwin and the shooting that happened on the set of Rust. I think that we're getting caught up in some of the small details and missing the bigger picture here. Let's go over it. I think it's important to start by saying that I mean no disrespect to the families of Mrs. Hutchins, who was killed, and the other gentleman who was wounded, whose name I'm drawing a blank on at the moment. I mean no disrespect or insensitivity. That's part of why I have waited till now to make this video. Also, I have no ill will towards Baldwin. I don't look at this as some sort of karmic debt. I hate that this has happened, and if he's not a sociopath, which I have no reason to believe that he is, he's likely going through a lot emotionally. But I think we need to focus here on a few things. Number one, we need to quit taking our public policy advice from celebrities. They're people just like us. And whether that's gun rights, which Mr. Baldwin has been extremely outspoken against, or whatever. These are normal people. They play a role. I don't think that is any kind of qualifier. Being able to play a role on screen is any kind of qualifier for guiding public policy. So there is that. Quit letting these people have undue levels of influence. The other thing I'm saying that really bothers me, the crux of the issue, is people stating things like, well, it wasn't his fault. Well, if he pulled the trigger, then yes, it is his fault. Now, before somebody says something, I know a little bit about how movies are made, and having a prop director or an armorer is still no excuse. If you go to a range and I hand you this gun and I say it's clear, what are you going to do? You're going to check it, right? Now, that's predicated on the assumption that you have the knowledge to do so. Basic gun safety rules, that you have the knowledge and the experience and the prioritization on safety to check this gun and make sure that there's nothing going on. I don't believe that's common practice on movie sets, which is part of why I find it so ironic when actors and the like entertainers try to act like they're on some high horse because they have used firearms in filming while adhering to virtually none of the gun safety rules, right? And case in point, a scene may require that I point this at somebody. That's fine. Again, you need to do that with the utmost concern for safety, and apparently that wasn't the case. So I do hold him culpable for that. Now, I'm no great big fan of the NRA. You guys have heard me say I don't feel like they go far enough in promoting gun rights and fighting anti-gun legislation. However, because Mr. Baldwin frequently has targeted the NRA and has opposed them, I think it is ironic and needs to be pointed out. If people there that day, namely Alec Baldwin, had attended a basic NRA gun safety course or RSO course or whatever, then that likely wouldn't have happened. See, it's very easy to make sure this gun is safe and not take somebody's word for it. We're going to, 1, drop the magazine. 2, check the chamber. That's all there is to it. Now, in addition to that, we're going to keep the gun pointed in a safe direction. I'm pretty sure that's one of the 4 key safety rules. We're also going to not place our finger on the trigger until ready to fire. Another one that's fairly easily followed. So there you have it, folks. This wasn't some, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. This is playing with matches and gasoline and then being surprised when a fire starts. You have people that have made it their life's mission to strip other people of the right to own and use firearms, who ironically use firearms to build a career and accumulate more wealth than you or I will likely ever see. This will bring me to my last point. If you're an actor, actress, or other sort of entertainer that makes money by showing up on screen with these, I want you to take a second and consider, how rooted are you in your values? If you're of the bent that people like me shouldn't have guns, or my neighbors, or normal people, if you think that the Second Amendment doesn't apply to us or that it's outdated, but you show up on screen waving guns around, glamorizing violence and fictional portrayals of such, you're a hypocrite. And that's more evidence why people shouldn't listen to you. Because, see, you're against people like me owning guns, but you're not against glamorizing violence on TV. So do with that what you will. It's really all there is to it. You have become part of society that is so far above normal people like you and I that you don't remember what it's like to be responsible for your own safety. See, we don't have entourages of security. We don't have armed bodyguards. I am my own bodyguard. I am my family's bodyguard. And tools like this CZP-01, in case anybody's wondering. Great gun. But anyway, tools like this are all I really have to ensure my safety and that of my family, because the police are minutes away when seconds count, and the national average I think is like 12 minutes. So those of us down here that can't afford armed security, we're on our own. But people like us are the ones that go out to the box offices and watch the movies and rent them and stream them, and are the reason that you get to line your pockets because you did some cool action flick or whatever using guns. So if you're really that committed to restricting 2A rights or eliminating them, put the gun down on set. Have some backbone. Sacrifice some financial equity in what you're promoting. So again, to the victims of Alec Baldwin, my condolences. That hurts on a level that I can't comprehend. To Alec Baldwin, I expect to see either a change in your 2A stance or a change in the direction you go henceforth making entertainment. I'd like to see you stick by your guns, so to speak, and give up the guns on screen. Have some backbone. Try not to be such a dick. All right, guys, stay safe. Keep shooting, unless you're Alec Baldwin, and I'll see you next time.